subcontinent has now defined
This is TOS News Track on TOS TV, your digital-first Pan-African network. I am Adesuwa Osuyi, and these are the stories we are tracking at this time. We start with stories from Nigeria, where the presidency has brokered a parley between the Southwest governors and the leadership of the Miyetti Allah in a bid to find a solution to the crisis in the region occasioned by clashes between herdsmen and farmers. Reports making the round say that the meeting is scheduled to hold in Akure, Ondo State capital, Southwest Nigeria, on Monday, January 25. It will be recalled that the 7-day ultimatum given to herdsmen to vacate the state government's forest ends same day as the meeting. Top government source in one of the Southwest states said the presidency has been disturbed with the turn of events in the Southwest and has secretly directed the leadership of Miyetti Allah to hold an urgent meeting with governors of the region. The source said the presidency noticed the determination of Ondo State government and Rotimi Akeredolu to execute the ultimatum to the latter and had to design a way to appeal to him and the Southwest governors before the ultimatum ends. Ondo State chairman of Miyetti Allah, Alhaji Bello Garba, confirming the meeting to newsmen on Sunday, said the national leadership of the body have arrived in the state capital for the peace meeting. Garba said the meeting is to find peace and lasting solution, and I'm optimistic that interface between the Southwest governor and Miyetti Allah would engender the restoration of the most desired peaceful coexistence, unity and development in the region. The Miyetti Allah Kautal Horror, a factional herdsmen group, has called on the Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government to restructure the country and allow Fulani to go their separate way. The demand was made by the National Secretary of the herdsmen group, Saleh Al-Hassan, in an interview with The Punch on Sunday. According to Al-Hassan, herdsmen were being marginalized in the country and that it was best if they were on their own, where they would be protected. The Miyetti Allah scribe noted that it was wrong to punish a group of people for the sins of some. He said, "We do not support crime, so I'm not saying there are no Fulani that are criminals. There are, like other tribes, but don't destroy the profession. It's not good for the country. If everything bursts, it's to the advantage of the herders because we are not even enjoying the federation. We are even bidding for the restructuring of the country. Let every part go so we can say this is where we are. As it is now, there is no form of marginalization we are not seeing in this country. Everywhere we are being marginalized, you think we will accept Nigeria where we don't have access to land to feed our animals, and you think there will be peace." Sunday Igboho, the trending Yoruba youth leader and activist who gave Fulani herdsmen quit notice in Igangan, Ibarapa local government area of Oyo State, has shared an update after his meeting with State Police Commissioner Ngozi Onadeka. Sunday Igboho went to meet with the commissioner despite the order for his arrest from the Inspector General of Police. The activist was captured while addressing a crowd of young people today, Sunday, January 24, wearing the same French suit he wore on Friday when he first went viral. Sunday informed that crowd that he came back to report to them after having a successful meeting with Police Commissioner and the area commander. According to him, he met with the Police Commissioner Ngozi Onadeko and her deputy, and he was not arrested. That's why the order of Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde. He said he got assurances from the police on the security of the area, and in turn, he appealed to the police to cooperate with the police area commander and other policemen. He said from now on, more policemen will be drafted to the area to maintain law and order. Also, the Commissioner of Police will be visiting the town and other towns to reassure the people that there will no longer be kidnapping or killings by Fulani herdsmen. The Defense Headquarters say the air component of Operation Thunder Strike has neutralized several armed bandits at Chikwale Forest in the Mangoro area of Chikun local government area of Kaduna State. Major General John Enetche, Coordinator, Defense Media Operations, disclosed this in a statement on Sunday. Enetche said the operation was conducted on Saturday following credible intelligence reports indicating the significant presence of bandits in the area, about 20 kilometers west of the Kaduna-Abuja highway. The coordinator said many of the bandits were neutralized in the strikes, while some escaped with various degrees of injuries. He added that aerial surveillance missions were being intensified in coordination with ground troops to locate the fleeing bandits. You are watching News Track on your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS TV. Up next, stories from across Africa and the international scene. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Parts of central Mozambique have been flooded after Cyclone Eloise struck near the port city of Beira, with winds speed up to 160 km per hour. Beira received 250 millimeters, that's 10 inches of rain in 24 hours, according to Mozambique's National Institute of Meteorology. Local officials and aid agencies are accessing the scale of the damage so they can help those affected and trying to restore power and communications, which were cut off in some areas. 4 people have been killed, according to local officials. The cyclone has now been downgraded to a tropic storm and was forecast to be heading towards Zimbabwe and northern South Africa, which have already experienced heavy rainfall. More than 1,000 houses have been totally destroyed and another 3,000 badly damaged. According to Antonio Beleza from Mozambique's National Institute for Disaster Management and Reduction, he said more than 160,000 people had been directly affected. The region is still recovering from 2 devastating cyclones, Idai and Kenneth, which hit in 2019, killing hundreds and forcing many thousands from their homes. The International Criminal Court on Sunday said he had taken into custody a former Central African Republic commander of the Seleka faction, suspected of war crimes and crimes against humanity. In a statement, the court said Mohamed Said Abdelkane had surrendered to the court on Sunday and had been arrested under a warrant issued under seal on January 7, 2019, relating to alleged crimes from 2013. A date for his initial appearance in The Hague has not yet been set. The arrest comes against the backdrop of a state of emergency in the Central African Republic, with fighting between the country's army, backed by the United Nations, Russian and Rwandan troops, and rebels seeking to overturn a December 27 vote in which President Faustin Archange Touadera was declared the winner. A judge for the court said there was reasonable grounds to believe that Said 50 was responsible for crimes including torture, persecutions, and forced disappearances and other inhumane acts. We move to developments on COVID-19. Egypt began vaccinating frontline medical staff against COVID-19 on Sunday using the jab developed by China National Pharmaceutical Group, Sinopharm. The vaccine will be provided free of charge first to all doctors and frontline workers treating coronavirus patients, then to other medical workers, senior citizens, and people with chronic illnesses. Health Minister Hala Zayed said, as soon as each citizen register, they will take their turn, but you cannot set a time frame from when this will be, and even the countries that have set a time frame have not been able to fulfill it, not because they have a problem, but because of the global production issue, Zayed said, adding that Egypt was on track to approve 3 other vaccines for use. Egypt has recorded a total of 161,143 cases, including 8,902 deaths since the pandemic started. Health officials say the real number of infections is likely far higher because of the relatively low rate of coronavirus testing and exclusion of private test results from official figures. Zayed previously said Egypt was expecting 40 million doses via the Gavi Vaccine Alliance, covering 20 million of the country's 100 million population. She said on Sunday the country had secured an additional 40 million vials from one company and 20 million from another, without specifying their origin, but bringing the total to 100 million doses. Newly elected President Joe Biden has imposed a ban on most non-U.S. citizens entering the country who have recently been to South Africa in a bid to contain the spread of a new variant of COVID-19. Biden on Monday is also reimposing an entry ban on nearly all non-U.S. travelers who have been in Brazil, the United Kingdom, Ireland, and 26 countries in Europe that allow travel across open borders. Then President Donald Trump directed on January 18 those restrictions on Brazil and Europe be lifted effective Tuesday, but Biden's proclamation will rescind that decision. Biden, who took office on Monday, is taking an aggressive approach to combating the spread of the virus after Trump rejected mandates sought by U.S. health agencies. Some health officials are concerned that current vaccines may not be effective against the South Africa variant, which also raises the prospect of reinfection. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said on Sunday that former President Donald Trump's approaching second impeachment trial in the Senate will be fair, but move at a relatively fast pace.
The trial of President Trump, now that the House has impeached him, bold, strong COVID relief, and approving the President's cabinet, desperately needed at a time like this. The Senate must and will do all three and the Senate must advance all three in the next few weeks, and we will. And we will. The stakes are too high to delay any of them.
It will be a fair trial, but it will move relatively quickly. Schumer, a Democrat, told a news conference in New York. He said it should not take up too much time because we have so much else to do. You are watching your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS TV. Still ahead, business and sports. Dollar firm as economic pandemic gloom damps risk appetite. I beg your pardon. In business, the dollar held ground against riskier currencies on Monday as weak economic data from Europe and fresh worries about the coronavirus supported investor demand for safe havens, stretching greenback selling positions. Economic activity in the Eurozone shrank markedly in January as stringent lockdown to contain the coronavirus pandemic hit the bloc's dominant service industry hard, while UK data showed British retailers struggled to recover in December. The news came as bets against the dollar have become overcrowded, analysts said, with US data on Friday showing net dollar short positions swelling to the largest since May 2011. The dollar index stood at 90.247, flat on the day, but off last week's low of 90.043 set on Thursday. The euro was also lately changed at $1.2163, taking a pause after a 0.8% gain last week. The common currency is capped in part by signs of political instability in Rome. In Washington, the honeymoon after Joe Biden's inauguration as president last week means investors are hopeful that at least a part of his $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief plan will come through fairly soon. And in sports, FA Cup fourth round play continued Sunday as Manchester United got a late winner from Bruno Fernandes to defeat Liverpool in the most anticipated matchup of the round. Leicester City and Burnley were also winners on the day, joining Chelsea. The Blues beat Championship side Luton Town 3-1 in the day's early game. On Saturday, Manchester City were trailing 4th division side Cheltenham only to score 3 after the 80th minute to escape with a 3-1 win. Arsenal, the reigning cup winners, were bounced from the cup with a 1-0 loss against Southampton. Manchester United and Liverpool played out a scoreless draw 1 week ago in the Premier League, but the two sides combined for 5 goals on Sunday in the FA Cup. Mohamed Salah opened the scoring and got an equalizer for the Reds, but Bruno Fernandes' 78th-minute free kick won the game for the Red Devils. Man City looked headed for an explainable defeat on Saturday until Phil Foden and Gabriel Jesus came to play late. After Foden's comfortable finish in the 81st minute, Gabriel Jesus produced an absolutely sensational goal. Ferran Torres added a goal in injury time to cement the result. As City advanced, it took an own goal from Arsenal's Gabriel to send Southampton through to the next round, while Arsenal continued to lack consistency. Alexandre Lacazette and Bukayo Saka came off the bench but couldn't impact the game enough as Arsenal crashed out much earlier than expected. And that is TOS News Track on your digital first Pan-African network. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com. Do follow and like TOS TV Network on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. TOS TV is also available on TSTV as TOS News on channel 138. Do stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS TV Network. I am Adesuwa Osuyi. Bye for now.